Have you ever wondered why some products seem to move smoothly from idea to manufacturing, while others get stuck in an endless cycle of redesigns? It usually isn't because the engineers weren't talented. It's because the wrong questions were asked at the beginning. Here's what many founders don't realize. Product development isn't a straight line. Every decision affects the next one. The concept affects the engineering affects the prototype affects manufacturing affects cost affects pricing affects whether the business works. Everything is connected. This is why experienced product developers don't start by asking, how do we build it? They start by asking, should we build it this way at all? That's the purpose of a product optimization assessment. It's the phase where you step back before you move forward. Here's another surprise. The goal isn't to find problems. The goal is to reduce uncertainty. Can this be manufactured efficiently? Is there a simpler solution? Can the part count be reduced? Are there unnecessary features? Is there a lower cost manufacturing process? Can standard components replace custom ones? Is there a technical risk that should be validated first? These are questions that are inexpensive to answer before development begins, but very expensive to answer later. We've seen products that looked great in CAD, only to discover they were difficult to assemble, too expensive to manufacture, or far more complicated than they needed to be. None of those problems were engineering failures, they were planning failures. Planning is often the highest return on investment in the entire development process, because every improvement made before engineering can save weeks later, sometimes months, sometimes much more. At Rabbit Product Design, our senior team reviews products from multiple perspectives: industrial design, mechanical engineering, electronics, manufacturing, commercialization, because every discipline sees something different, and that's where better decisions come from. Sometimes the recommendation is to continue exactly as planned. Sometimes it's a small adjustment. Sometimes it's a completely different direction. Every outcome has value, because every recommendation is made before significant time and money have been invested. One of the biggest misconceptions in product development is believing that moving faster always saves time. It doesn't. Making the right decisions early is almost always faster than correcting the wrong decisions later. That's why experienced companies spend so much time planning, not because they're moving slowly, because they're reducing risk. If you're serious about developing a successful product, don't measure progress by how quickly you start engineering. Measure it by how confident you are in the decisions you're making. Because successful products rarely happen by accident. They happen because someone took the time to ask the right questions before building the answers. Schedule a free strategy session. Click the link in the description below to learn more. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell.